Hello and good evening, everyone. Indianapolis is currently sitting at 82 degrees right now, with much of the surrounding areas also in the low 80s. However, it probably doesn't feel very nice outside because our dew points are currently in the upper 60s and low 70s. It's a lot more humid and muggy outside than it has been the last several days. This is because our winds have turned from the southern direction and we're getting that warmth and moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Taking a look at current sky conditions right now, we've seen most of the day. Our skies have begun to actually clear a little bit. We still have some spotty clouds out, and those will probably last throughout the overnight hours tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow. Tomorrow we see a wave of upper level energy moving into the area. You see this feature right here. It's going to be moving into our region as we move throughout the day tomorrow, and it's indicative of what looks to be like a big MCS or a big line or Boeing segment, or supportive of clusters of storms throughout the afternoon tomorrow. And we think that that will come through in a couple different clusters. Taking a look at current and forecast radar, we see this is actually forecast for this evening at about 9 p.m. We see storms start to develop in the very southern Iowa and very northeastern Missouri area, and they'll move through the area overnight and into the early hours tomorrow morning. Now, some of this morning convection could hinder storms tomorrow afternoon, and that could create different effects. That could have different effects on our MCS or clusters of storms tomorrow, because that will limit the instability in the atmosphere. As we move throughout the afternoon hours tomorrow, we see these spotty little clusters and MCS type events. Some models are depicting one larger MCS, and this is the morning NAM here, and it's showing a couple different clusters of storms moving through, so that's not out of the question either. Our main threat with these storms would be damaging winds as we move into the late afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. This right here is forecast for about 2 a.m. tomorrow night, or early Thursday morning rather, as you see these storms still linger throughout the area. Looking into the Thursday outlook that I was talking about, we see another batch of upper level energy moving through, which also looks very similar to that MCS idea that I was just talking about. And those could also bring damaging winds with them as well. We're going to see spotty showers and thunderstorms throughout the area during the day on Thursday, and a lot of these will be diurnally driven as well, meaning once it gets hot in the afternoon, we'll definitely start to see those storms popping a little more, but there will also likely be a bigger MCS or line of storms move through the area as well. Going on into Friday, we have a cold front that's going to be moving through the area during the afternoon hours due to this low pressure system that's sitting just north of Michigan. And we're going to see some scattered showers again, and thunderstorms rather, throughout the afternoon and evening hours that day as well. Taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center, they've already issued a slight risk for severe weather on Wednesday in the area in very southern portions of Illinois and very southwestern Indiana, and this is mainly for the chance for damaging winds that will be present in the stronger clusters of storms that move throughout the afternoon and evening hours on Wednesday. Thursday, there's also a slight risk in place in all of Iowa, portions of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, South Dakota, and the northern half of Illinois as well. That's also for damaging winds. We could also see some hail in those storms as well. Friday, the Storm Prediction Center has already even put in place a slight risk or a 15% outlook there for severe weather on Friday. There is a lot of uncertainty with that outlook still, so we will be watching that in the next several days. Taking a look at your 5-day forecast, you can see that most of the rest of the week here is going to be pretty stormy. There will be some breaks in the storms on Thursday and Friday, however. Highs will be in the mid to upper 80s, and then as we move into Saturday and Sunday, high pressure will build back into the area, clearing our skies, and temperatures will be in the mid 80s once again. Winds will be fairly calm except for Friday when we see that cold front moving through the area, but overall it's going to be a very nice weekend to look forward to. Thank you, and that's all I have for you today. I'll see you in tomorrow's update.